guys, Kevin here, and welcome back to another ASMR video. And today, so I have a list of videos I need to make, and I need to make this video now before I forget, and it, time passes. So today, I'm gonna talk about the Europa League final of 2025, the one that happened in Bilbao, of course, between Man United and Tottenham Hotspurs. Tottenham Hotspurs. I think nobody says Tottenham Hotspurs anymore. Like that's like an older thing. Like the new gen don't say that, and I don't say that often. My friend's gonna pick me up. Damn, I'm ready anyway. I'm going to the gym today. So okay, no, I need not something great. Anyways, I'm gonna look at fuck mop then. But yeah, my analysis on the game. I went for Spurs in the game. Of course, I'm wearing United jersey. I just bought it because I was Ronaldo on the back. But the game itself, it was, I guess, a test of who did less in the season more than anything. Who was guaranteed European football? Because, of course, at the moment, United were in 16th and Spurs were in 17th. Which is crazy for two of the biggest teams in the world and in the Prem with multi-million-dollar squads. Yeah, that. So, of course, I watched the game at home. I went into it like normal. I was like, you know what? I was like, I want Spurs to win because of Human Son. Because it's kind of annoying hearing Spurs don't win trophies. I mean, they're bottlers, I guess. Plus United, I don't know. Some of my friends are United fans, so it was just so much easier and so much fun to annoy them. Sorry, I just have to make sure it's recording. But yeah, it's gonna be a short video. I have a lot of videos I want to make, so they're all analysis and me ranting, and I guess they're not backed up by science. They're backed up by stats, I guess, and what I say. But it's because I'm not biased for a lot of things. I'm not biased, but yeah. Okay, so it's the next day. I didn't talk about the road to the final. I just talked about the final. So I'm gonna briefly touch on that, of course, in the Europa League table, because of course this was the new year of the new format, the new league table format. Of course it was Lazio in first. Athletic Club de Bilbao, United, Spurs, Frankfurt, Lyon, Olympiacos, and Rangers that automatically made it to the next round. So I'm going to touch on that. So, United were realistically undefeated until the final, and Spurs had one loss, which was against, does it tell me? I don't think it's, I mean, I could look for it, hold up. I'm not going to look for it, I'll just let it be. So of course, for United, for their route to the final, they had to, of course, since they skipped the preliminary round straight to the round of 16, they faced Real Sociedad, the Spanish team. Of course, at home, away from home, in Spain, in San Sebastian. I think it's San Sebastian, or that's the capital. I'm not too sure. It was a 1-1 draw. But then at Old Trafford, it was a 4-1 thrashing for United. Hey, who scored in that fight? Who scored in that game? It was Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes had a hat trick. Damn, Bruno Fernandes hat trick. Honestly, everyone's saying he should be player of the tournament, but he didn't win it, so I guess it's kind of controversial. In the quarterfinals, they faced Lyon, and I watched the game. I was watching the game live, and then 2-2 in Lyon, and then at Old Trafford, I was watching the game. One of my friends is a United fan, so I was texting her. I was like, "Yo, you're bad luck," because it was literally. It was literally 4-2 to United. 4-2. And I don't think I was watching the game live. I think I was just getting updates on Insta. And then next thing you know, I get ding, ding, ding. Fernandes pen. Kobe Mino goal, and then Harry Maguire to win it in the last possible minute of extra time. Crazy scenes. Remontada, like, cornely enough. And of course, United beat Athletic Club de Bilbao 7-1 in aggregate. Away from home, they did get a red card in favor of United, so they were playing against 10 men, thrashing, and then of course at Old Trafford they just finished the job. And then of course for Spurs, they faced Asi Akmar, the Dutch team. Why did I say Danish? The Dutch team, and they lost 1-0 away from home, but then they came back from a 3-1 deficit on March 13th. I don't know why it sounded like that specifically. If you know, that's when the world shut down 5 years ago. They overturned the Coop Miners is playing there. Oh no, that's not the Coop Miners, I know. Is it? No, it's not. I think it's just a common Dutch surname. In the quarterfinals, they faced Eintracht Frankfurt, and they won. They won away from home. Dominic Solanke scored the pen to give them the lead. I'm so sorry. It's literally been no noise until then. In the semifinal, they faced a underdog story. They faced Bodo Glimt, the Norwegian team. Of course, I believe it was 2 years ago in the Europa Conference League league phase, or the group stage. I forgot what it was. Roma lost to Bodo Glimt, and then they faced them in the quarterfinals, and they thrashed them. But it was like, that's under Jose Mourinho, of course. So, and I've always known about this team. FIFA, you kind of know who played for that team. That's really good. I'm trying to think of a team, like a big player that played for that team. Maybe. Let me look at the lineup. Anyone I recognize? No, I have no idea who any of these players are. They thrashed them 5-1 on aggregate, and in the final, of course, Spurs won. But yeah, thanks for that little part. Chris, this season has been really weird trophy-wise. Bologna beat Milan in the Coppa Italia final. Newcastle won the EFL Cup against Liverpool. Crystal Palace beat Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Tottenham won the UEL final. Today, Betis and Chelsea played, so I'm going to record that video when I get home. I'm just going to take some caffeine and just, roll with it. If you see my room's a mess, I apologize. I'm using my old tripod that I originally started using when I first started the channel, because I can't find my other tripod. I hate this tripod because it's so clunky. But yeah, basically, going into it, I knew Spurs were gonna win. And yeah, I mean, the lineup, for me, y'all know, I'm half Argentinian, and I am a huge advocate for Argentinian players, because, obviously, yeah. Plus, obviously, I'm a new gen, like, in the sense of I haven't played FIFA like consistently for the last 2 years, so most of these players are new players to me. Udoji, no idea who that is. Vicario, I remember his name a little bit. Anyone else? Sarr, no idea who he is. I keep thinking it was a Sarr from Watford from like years ago. Mazraoui, I think it's ex-Bayern, I think. Euro, I know he's a youngster. Dorgu, I have no idea who that is. I know Kobe Mino is, obviously, like, I'm not much of a new gen. Of course, Dominic Solanke, I think I ranted in a video before about him. Like, he was one of my first players on FIFA Ultimate Team, so I hold him in my heart. I've like, for a lot of these players, I've followed from afar, right? Like Dominic Solanke, he was at Chelsea, he was at Vitesse, he was at Liverpool for like 2 years, I think. He was on loan, and then he's at Spurs now. Actually, wait, he was at Bournemouth. He did really well at Bournemouth. Really, he was at Liverpool in 2017 to 2019. I thought he was at Liverpool like 2 seasons ago. Damn. Of course, Brendan Johnson, of course, I know who he is. Ex Nottingham Forest. I have to check actually, just in case, because I feel like that's wrong, but it's right. Nottingham Forest. Of course, the Welshman, of course, very fast. I know the Wales team, like that Wales team from the World Cup. I have no idea who's playing right now. The game, the first half started off really slow. It was back and forth. United dominated passes. Spurs, they had their chances were far and few. Of course, it's so funny that Timo Werner has 3 European titles to his name and an international title club-wise. Like, that is so crazy to me. Like, not saying he's bad, but he's inconsistent. Like, that's the thing about forwards these days. They're more inconsistent. I mean, I could sit behind the camera and talk about it, but, you know. Kevin Danso, not Leverkusen, he's ex-Freiburg, Hamburg. Hold up. Lenz and Osberg. Okay, so I was right. Anyways, the team, honestly, to be honest, Spurs dominated. Spurs played really well. United, they looked so weak attacking wise, but Vicario had such a big match, and of course, standout players for me in this match, the 5 players I'm gonna say that stood out: Vicario, Guti Romero, Brendan Johnson, Bruno Fernandes, and when I mean standout, I mean like you could tell. And for me, Alejandro Garnacho. For me personally, Garnacho came in. Of course, the little brat wants to leave United, and I mean he should go get first team football because he's not playing for Argentina right now. Obviously, like they're way too stacked, and rather have a consistent player. Guti Romero, solid defender. Y'all know I advocate for him a lot. Brendan Johnson came on. He had a hell of a performance. Plus scoring the goal. It was a really weak goal. I was watching it and I was like, yo, they're definitely gonna check it. But it was a really weak goal from Luke Shaw, because it literally tapped off his arm, I think it was. So it would have been a pen in a different world, I guess. I mean, no, I'm being honest, I'm wrong about that. I think it was it was right at him. He had it in a natural position, and then it just went down back to Johnson, and then Vicario saves, especially the last one in the last minute, the 92nd, 93rd minute. Crazy, like it was right at him, and he just dove to his left, and that was it. But United dominated on corners. Heung-min Son did not do anything. That man came on, kicked the ball once, lost the ball 5 times. He dribbled past a few players, but he kept losing the ball. I was getting Barca flashbacks. Casemiro, of course, this is the first time I think he's lost a European final, and it's with United. That's funny. Wait, no, he wasn't here in 2021. Never mind. Bruno Fernandes has lost 2 finals. Amad Diallo has lost 3 finals. He's lost 1 with Rangers last season, I think it was, or no, 2 seasons ago. And he's lost 2 with United, against Villarreal and against Spurs. Crazy. I mean, in that sense. But yeah, United, I mean, there was controversy because they didn't really, they were not paying for their staff to go to the final, while Spurs were, which is crazy, a multi-billion-dollar brand, because United is not just a club anymore, it's a brand, and they just do that. That was crazy. Ruben Amorim, I think I'm pronouncing his name super wrong. I think he should stay another season, because he was really solid this season, I'm not gonna lie. And the Australian, the Australian, the New Zealand. He is. Hold up, he's Australian, right? Okay. The Australian Greek manager, of course, first ever Australian to reach, I think, a final, European final, and the first to win it, I believe. I'm definitely right. I'm the first to win it. Of course, he wins things in his second season. It's just so crazy. But honestly, stat-wise, let's look at the stats. Attacking, who had the most shots? Bruno Fernandes shot a lot. honestly, at the end, like, you just see United trying to find some space. Alejandro Garnacho, when he came on, he played really well. Like, how long did he play for? He played for like 10 minutes probably, but he played really solid. I'm not gonna lie, like, pretty good. Came on, dribbled a little bit, created some deadly chances. Richarlison, of course, he's a meme for Brazil, you know, of course, Copa America, World Cup, but he played his heart out. But you could tell he was done. He gave everything on the pitch. But the biggest part is Mickey Mickey Mouse. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Mickey Van de Ven. I feel like I'm butchering it, but his performance, obviously, when I was watching it live, when the goal line clearance, I was like, there's no way I just witnessed that. Literally, this man, Højlund, yeah, that's pronouncing it right. He just said, and I really thought that was 1-1. He just said, yeet, and then, like, that was crazy, like that. Mason Mount, I completely forgot he played for. I forgot he started for United. I completely forgot he played for United. Like, that game, you barely saw him. Diego Dalot, of course, back from Inter, I believe, or Roma. Wait, no, where did he play last season? He played it for Inter, right? He played for Milan. Of course, solid in Milan. They won the league and stuff, blah, blah, blah. He played really well when he came on, too. But everyone else, like, passes. United's midfield were dominating. Like, Spurs had they were not battling in that midfield. It was a dead end, but they kept going. Goalkeeping, of course, this man Onana had 0 saves, but remember, Spurs had barely had chances, but they were mostly blocked by United's defense, because United have a really solid defense. Like, that we know. Vicario, 5 saves, big crucial saves, not just anything like that. Defensively, Basuma, the first time I've heard of that name, honestly, played really well. Gude Romero. Honestly, United had so many more defensive, so many more interceptions and everything like that. No, tackles won. Like, after Spurs scored, United were dominating. United had 500 passes compared to Spurs 184, roughly. That's crazy. Like, they were literally playing really bad tiki-taka counterattack, and it was working. But every time somebody was on the wing, I think who was on the wing? I think every single time I saw Amad on the ball, I saw 2 players. Like, I saw 2 defenders. It was Gude Romero and I think a CDM. Bentancur, of course, ex-Juventus. I completely forgot he even played here, but he was alright. Like, he put his Bentancur play for Boca. Really? I did not see that coming. So, okay, I did not see that coming either. But, yeah. Of course, for both teams, it was a must-win, guaranteed football for continental football. United are kind of screwed because, of course, that money is not going to come in. So we'll see. But United are going to get rid of a lot of players this season, either on loan or selling. I see it. Spurs, Champions League football, first trophy in a while. They have to play the Super Cup. And they play I guess a friendly official trophy where the Europa League winners play the Copa Sudamericana winners. So they would play Racing. Supposedly, last year they didn't play. The year before they did. Villarreal won, I think. But I think the man of the hour is Sonaldo. He's been at Spurs since 2015. He's been here for a decade. Played for South Korea. Of course, he lost the Asian Cup final. He's won the Asian Games. Of course, the Asian Games, I guess, is official, unofficial. He's literally won friendly competitions. He's won the J League World Challenge, the Audi Cup, which people were memeing forever, Intercontinental International Champions Cup, which they played in the US, I believe, and the Europa League. Of course, he's been the Champions League final AFC Cup final. He's been in the Carabao Cup final under Jose Mourinho. But this man, after putting his entire life on the line, he's won. Did you want to change your photo? I didn't want to change your photo. Anyways, he literally played. I think he was injured or he came off the bench because he was not ready to start. Like, that man did not give anything. Like, he's been really inconsistent this season, and there's rumors his contract's about to expire in this year or next year, I think. But congrats to him. Of course, first title in his career, official title. Of course, at Hamburg, he didn't win anything. Bayer Leverkusen just started winning ways again after forever. Spurs, the memes, but it's great. Of course, people are like, oh, it kind of sucks that Harry Kane wasn't here. I feel like Harry Kane would have killed his team. I'm just gonna say that just without anything to back it up, because I think so. I don't know. Or Harry Kane's just bad luck. 2 Euro finals, so many countless finals with Spurs, second place in the Prem. Of course, this is his second season at Bayern, right? Hold up, I gotta check. I actually have to check because I'm not too sure. It's okay. Is his second season? Oh, it's his second season here, and he's won what trophy? Of course, people were like, "Oh, he's going to Bayern to win a trophy." I mean, it's most likely guaranteed a trophy, but it's still a trophy. The Bundesliga. Of course, he has the Super Cup to play for now, the league, the Club World Cup. I think they're playing the Club World Cup, right? I don't think so. Oh, they are. I have no clue. Actually, I don't even know if they're playing the Club World Cup. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah. So people were like, "Oh, Kane is gonna win a trophy no matter what." He almost didn't. But congrats to the Harry Kane curse being broken. The Sun finally getting his trophy. The Spurs curse. Because I went to the Tottenham Stadium when I went to London. They had Europa Leagues. They had a few trophies, just nothing of recently. And what was the most recent one? 2007. It is what it is. What was I gonna say? It's not really a rant. It's more like an overview. I guess just overview, a really bad overview. If you like these type of videos, let me know. I have a lot to make. I'm going to list because I want to hit 1,000 subscribers this summer, and we are grinding for that for my college debt. Because I had to take out loans because I don't get FAFSA, because it was just it's an error in the system and all that. So I'm being honest with y'all. So I'm gonna start the soccer content again, not gaming content, because I suck at talking and playing, because it's really difficult. This summer I'm gonna start my vlog channel, my official vlog footy channel. I have 2 videos in mind, and I'm gonna record as best as possible. Of course, what do you guys like, whispering or me speaking like this, low? Because my voice feels fine, but that's up to whoever is finishing the video. But yeah, go Spurs, I guess. I'm not really a fan of them. I never really have, but I never although their jerseys are really basic, I never liked. Oh yeah, so when I went to the stadium, their jerseys were so expensive, and technically I helped them win, basically, because I bought a coffee and bread there. So technically I contributed to their title winning team, because I helped them buy players indirectly. But yeah, it's been Kev. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have a lot of other videos to make, and I'm really excited to make them. It's been Kev. Of course, if you're a United fan, you guys will hopefully come back next season. If you're a Spurs fan, up the Spurs. Of course, I don't support any of these teams. I support the players and the jerseys. United had the black jersey, then the blue jersey from 2017-18. The under Jose Mourinho was really nice. They had a nice, I think it was a nice red jersey a few seasons ago. But I support the players: Pogba, Lisandro Martinez, all of that. So yeah, it's been Kev. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.